Sometimes out in the shearing industry we have shearers that's not playing team games with the wool handlers. So we have to put up with a bit of frustration out of the shearers, purely because they can shear on their own. They think that their wool moves on their own, which it doesn't. So they do certain little things that we're not too happy with. That makes our job even harder. Ripping the whole undermine open is not a really good idea. I do realise that they do it so they can see, but all it does is cause more work for a wool handler. As you see, Rachel has placed the leg back into where the other leg is, so the shoulder doesn't fall on top of the leg and we can find it. As she cleans in behind him, taking out any contamination, short wools, crutch wools, any little bits of belly wool that might have been also left up on there. And they're coming on the long blow, come up around the head, they'll step over. Most shearers will either step on the fleece and walk back, or just quietly put their foot under it, or just tear the whole back up, which makes it even harder for our job to place it again. Also, being on an angle confuses a lot of wool handlers. So when you come and pick up this fleece, you'd come pick it up on an angle. Bearing in mind, after the first couple of sheep, you would know that this shearer rips everything up. So we've got to put it all back together now. Now this fleece is actually on an angle. It's not actually facing this way. So for me to set it up, I would stand on the angle, pulling the neck area up, placing it out, and the shoulders, pushing it back in. Coming over to the first shoulder, lifting it up, looking for the first leg, pushing it out, and flicking that over and pulling the shoulder back in. As you will notice, it's split there in the middle. In order for us to put that back together, is to actually hold those areas and place it on top of each other. Bringing it in close, closing up the leg, making sure it's not too wide, placing hands into the middle and right back over the rip that you've already got, hitting the corner underneath it. So the rip's there, you're placing that on top of there and you're coming over it. So you have another piece of fleece, not just that piece, which will help you put it back together. As you pick it up, you gather it. You step up to the table, you know you've already got a rip, so you place it on. Like the rip's not happened at all, and there's your rip.
When we come to skirt this fleece, this shear is actually top-sided the neck on this fleece. So when we get to the top end, the neck area, to skirt, we're going to find that there's a whole lot more skirting on one side than the other side. As we can see here, there's a lot more of the skirting over this side and nothing over this side, where the shearer has went top side with it. So there's a lot more work to be skirted on this side of the table as to this side.